I'm David Lippincott. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Statesboro, Georgia. I'm a senior at Statesboro High School. I'm the son of Lincoln and Elizabeth Lippincott. I have two siblings. They're twins, Sam and Lydia. We have lived in Statesboro all our lives, but my parents are from Jacksonville, Florida. There's a lot of great teachers here at Statesboro High School that I've developed good relationships with. We have a lot of extracurricular opportunities. I've had the chance to do Model UN, extemporaneous speaking. We have NHS. Pretty much anything that math team, pretty much anything that you could want to do, there's an opportunity to explore it here. So I've done a lot of different clubs and extracurricular activities through my years of high school. I've done math team since 10th grade, I've always been a big math person, and it's always fun to me to compete and have that competitive aspect to something that's usually thought of as more of like a classroom activity. And in that, I've gotten, I had the chance to teach the younger students in the JV math team, and we got to compete at some local and some more regional competitions. In Model UN, we do the Georgia Southern competition, and it's always really fun to get to meet students from other different schools. I know I've made some friends in like an hour away that I've met at Model UN competitions. This year I started doing Science Quiz Bowl with Mr. McCombs, it's kind of like math team but for science. There's some math too, and we get our buzzers out and we get to compete and try to answer questions about any kind of science topic you could imagine. In extemporaneous speaking, which is through district literary, I've worked with Miss Iwinski, and we get to practice off-the-cuff speaking. You get 5 minutes to come up with this, or you get like 30 minutes to come up with a speech that you have to give 5 minutes. Very little prep, you have to come prepared. I've enjoyed a lot of the classes I've taken at Statesboro High. I've had a lot of luck with having some really great teachers. I really can't say there's any classes I haven't enjoyed, but like I mentioned, I love math, and I've loved all my math teachers that I've had, and since I guess sophomore year I've been taking all my math classes, or I started enrolling in sophomore year, and since then I've taken math at Georgia Southern, where I've had some great professors and really enjoyed that. But like I mentioned, I've taken art. I love the art teacher. Miss Ward is a fantastic teacher, and that's a great place to let off some steam and just be creative. But science teachers, I've had great science teachers, all AP Bio, Miss Carroll, I had her for chemistry too. Mr. McCombs is fantastic, and Miss Thompson's great as well. I've had great social studies teachers. It's really hard for me to narrow down like the one class or one teacher that I've enjoyed the most, because I've really had such great luck with different teachers that have all been really supportive and really pushed me forward to achieve in whatever class that might be. This year I'm swimming with the Statesboro High School swim team, which I started last year. I really hadn't had much experience with swimming before, but I'd had a few friends that are on the swim team, and I've had a little bit of experience with some more extracurricular sports. Like I did CrossFit in 9th and 10th grade and had some minimal experience swimming there, but I thought it would be nice to stay in shape in the winter and kind of the off season, and just kind of a new skill to learn or develop. But I've had a lot of fun swimming. I'm not the best swimmer, but it's something that I really enjoy. I love my teammates, and just to be able to learn and kind of it's more of a fun sport really to me. I like that it's kind of low pressure, because it's an individual sport, so your team's not relying on you, and there's different heats. Everyone can compete at their own level. And I've gotten a lot better since I started taking 10 seconds off of my faster times and even more off of the longer races. I managed to find a lot of free time, probably to the detriment of some homework that I miss, but I think the free time's a little more valuable to me. In my free time, I can sit at the piano for hours. I've been playing piano for probably about 10 years now, and I've recently started taking lessons with a local professor, Dr. Michael Braz, and I love to play. I love music. Piano is my main instrument, but I play several instruments as well. I love to play movie music, especially like Star Wars. I'm a big John Williams fan, but also classical music. I've tried to get into jazz. Outside of piano, I have carried on a childhood passion of mine, Legos, and I still play with Legos, probably more than I should at this point. I spend a lot of money on my Lego collection, and that's a nice way to let off steam, just kind of relax and, play around, have little battles and build spaceships. I used to be a very competitive fitness athlete. Like I mentioned, I did CrossFit, and while I don't do CrossFit anymore, since my schedule's kind of gotten a little bit tighter to make it difficult to allow for that, I still try to make time for fitness. I try to run, kayak on the lake behind my house. I have a little home gym that continues to grow. I just ordered a new squat rack, and I try to work out sometimes in the morning, usually at night before I shower. After high school, I really don't have a very concrete path narrowed down. A lot of my friends know what they want to do. They go into college knowing what they'll major in or even what their career will be. I really have very little idea of what that might be for me. I think it's likely that I'll study math or maybe economics, political science, something around there, and probably find a career somewhere within that. I really don't exactly know. I feel like there's so many opportunities out there, so many possibilities, that's really hard to narrow down for me. So far, I've applied to Georgia Tech, and I'll probably apply to more schools in the coming month. I want to go maybe live in a city somewhere where there's a lot to do, a lot of different people and different places to go. So I've been lucky enough to have a lot of people in my life have a really positive impact on me. I think my parents have been very good about pushing me forward and, letting me do kind of my own thing, but at the same time keeping me focused, saying, you need to get those applications done, stick with this, do that, and very supportive of different hobbies of mine. They've supported my my music, my Legos. And definitely in school, they really encouraged me to push hard in school and keep academics kind of in the center of things for me. Also, I've had a lot of friends a couple years older than me through high school, or I've made a lot of friends like slightly above my age in high school that have gone great places. My friend Austin is currently a freshman at Yale. Elatria is a freshman at Harvard, and they've really helped me to explore new academic interests and kind of given me an idea of what I can achieve, even being from a little school in Georgia, that you can go really big places. I think the things that I'll miss most about Statesboro High would be my friends. Knowing that I'll probably go off somewhere for college and probably not have many people that I already knew. It's gonna be sad, but it's gonna be a good thing at the same time. But I'll definitely miss my friends. So to younger students, my biggest piece of advice would be to really follow your passions. Don't let these, like the first couple years of high school especially, go to waste. Go ahead and figure out what you're into, and that can change, and that's okay. There's a lot of opportunities available to you. You make the most of them. Your teachers are there to help you. All these clubs are here for you to develop your interests and find new ones. And you'd be surprised at how many people are willing to be supportive of you and try to help you succeed. All of your teachers, the adults in your life want you to succeed, and you can succeed in high school.